Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video here on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, I want to talk about a little bit of a teaser that Plarium and Raid have dropped just yesterday. And it does seem to indicate that there is going to be a new event dungeon upcoming. There's a few kind of hints in this trailer that I'll be honest that I'm not 100% sure of in terms of what it means, but maybe we can interpret this together. I also want to talk about things that have happened in the past as far as event dungeons and what kind of stuff we can expect from that. Some stuff that are usually really, really good. So I'm pretty excited if that's what we're going to be getting pretty soon. Now, before we get started with today's video, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen or in the link in the description down below to get yourself a free legendary, a Leneral, and also 2 free epics, Tagore and Ugo. Don't know why I paused there for a second. And that's not all, because, oh, no, that's not all, because you can get yourself another legendary character absolutely free, the legendary Tahanarak Void legendary support character. Very rare for them to offer this. A really great character to start your account off. All you have to do is go and put into the promo codes Desert Queen. Do this and you'll get yourself a free Tahanarak at the start of your account as well. So make sure you do that. So let's talk about things a little bit. Let's talk about this little trailer here. And now I'm going to make sure my desktop audio is gone, and I will mute my mic here for a minute. Oh, let's back up. Okay. But let's back up. So it's called Chaos Awakes. And one of the things that you might have noticed here in the trailer is there's 3 faction symbols. Dwarf, pretty sure that's Sylvan, and demons. Now that's what I'm not sure what it means, right? Does that mean that you're only getting gear for those 3 factions? It would seem kind of weird. Can you only use characters from those factions? That wouldn't be very player friendly or new player friendly, because they're not exactly easy characters to get necessarily right off the bat. So that part of things I'm not sure. Now I want to go back into game in the index, right? That's pretty much what they are right down here. Like that's the dwarf symbol. The Sylvan faction, I mean, adds up, and the demons, right? Demons, dwarves, and Sylvan. Now the character in the trailer, I'm pretty sure is this guy. Yeah, Mortu Macabre, right? That looks like the same guy, right? Back up. Where was it? Over here. That guy, right? Got a hammer. Same dude. So what does that mean? Is that it's probably going to involve the demons as enemies, I would imagine. But as far as beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. And maybe I don't think there's more info that I should know yet. I did check the social medias and I didn't see anything, but unless I missed something. But I want to talk about the last 2 event dungeons we had. We had for the Alice Chase event, which was in January, that ran through March. And then before that, which was before my time, there was also the Odin event dungeon, which was in August, also before my time. But the one thing that kind of was for all of them was these Pinpoint accessories, which are absolutely amazing. And Pinpoint gear, actually. You can get Pinpoint gear as well. So all the 9-piece Pinpoint set you could get from these dungeons. And this stuff is absolutely bonkers. Whether it's a ring, an amulet, or a banner, the accessories are amazing, right? Because if you can get a accessory from a 9-piece set that is different from, like, it's just flat out better than your standard accessories, right? So there's no reason not to get this kind of stuff. But Pinpoint in particular, has some of the best stats in Raid Shadow Legends, and that's why it's so important, right? So you have your accuracy, you have your speed. The intercept stuff is pretty interesting because it blocks any attempt of a crowd-controlled debuff that's going to be like your True Fear, that's going to be like your Stun, Freeze, things like this, right? And if you go all the way to 9-piece, you can get 4 stacks of this. Pretty good in Arena for sure. Although a lot of people opt to use Stone Skin instead in Arena. I don't have a lot of Stone Skin gear yet. But the biggest part about it is the bump that it gives you to speed, particularly in just even the 3-piece set. Because if you have all of your accessories in this, that's an extra 40 accuracy and 10% speed that you're getting from just your accessories, not even counting your regular gear. I don't know if a lot of people use Pinpoint as their regular gear pieces, but the accessories are amazing whenever they are available, which hasn't been too much outside of these dungeons. There were a few special events that they ran that allow you to pick up some of these Pinpoint accessories, and sometimes they're in the Forge Pass. It was the last Forge Pass. Maybe there was a few in there, but it's completely random, right? So you need to farm out this a lot in order to get some good value. And like, I love Pinpoint, but like back when the last event dungeon came out, I was not very far along the way, right? And I want to bring that up. Actually, it was the Queen of Hearts event dungeon that you can see here, which launched on the 18th of January. I had basically just started playing this game when this came out. Now, the Queen of Hearts was the main boss, and she came with other champion minions basically on the side of her. And so characters that could control, that could do a lot of AoE damage, those are the types of characters that you wanted to use in this. But it did result, and it ran until March 2025 of this year, and it had sliding difficulties up to 30, which is pretty interesting. And I think when I did it, I got into like maybe like 14, 15, like not very far. But I could probably do these a lot better now. And the what you got from that was just super amazing. I love this. I just loved it in general. And it was a whole lot of fun. Because Pinpoint gear is amazing, right? So the other one was the Odin dungeon. Now, again, this was before my time. This was in August of 2024. So this, I think it ran, does it say how long it ran? Until October 24th. So this did run for 2 months as well. September, October. And I did not get to take advantage of this either. So runs for 2 months, but the gap between August and January is, because I'm stupid, decided to count in my head, 5 months, right? So from August to January, and then January to basically now, or June, right? Or coming pretty soon, would be the next event dungeon. So this very well also could be associated with the next kind of chase character, because we had, and maybe that's what those faction things are pointing us to. I don't know, because in the event dungeon for Odin, we also had the Loki chase. I believe that Loki was the character that was coming out at that time, and he was made available for free in the same way that Alice the Wanderer was made available for free during this. So I think this is probably what they're gearing up towards pretty soon, probably next week, maybe in a week or so, that we're going to see the next major chase event land probably at the start of June. That's my expectation there. Maybe it could be the very end of May, maybe next week. Sometimes there's some pretty interesting stuff brewing. And what I love about the chases, whether it was well, for me, it was the Alice chase was the major one that I did. You basically got 4 weeks of free stuff. After 1 week, you got a free legendary character, and you also got like a free 5 red for that character, which is why I'm super excited for this to come to the game. Not to mention, I am super excited to possibly farm some Pinpoint gear all around, because it'll be absolutely amazing. And because of that, I recommend people holding their energy. If they're not using it for any major tasks right now, it might be a good idea to at least hold the ones in your inbox. If you have like additional potions and crap that you might have like saved from other purchases, things like that, I would hold that for this event dungeon, because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, and you're going to want to farm that out the wazoo. Super excited for a possible chase to come as well. Alice is one of my top champions in my roster because of that free 5 red giveaway, which is very difficult to get, I would say, especially for newer players. I don't have that many 5 reds. I have one for Lysanthe or Beastbane, but aside from that, I do not. I have not pulled, actually, that's not true. I have pulled a 6 for Mausoleum Mage and Kale, but that's about it. And then super lucky. Other than that, I really don't have high red stars, and it's very hard to do, even as my account, who's like in the first 4.5 months. It's not easy to get. So I'm very excited to what might be around the corner pretty soon here in Raid Shadow Legends, and I look forward to keeping you guys apprised as to what's going on in the game. I just wanted to pop out that news for you guys, and maybe start thinking about your energy reserves, start thinking about your gems, maybe saving up a little bit for stuff that's going to be coming out around the corner. So that's going to be it for now, everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.